the Germans were coming to Sicily. And so they booked passage, and they missed the ship that they booked passage in Palermo. So they took the next available ship. And as they traveled, they saw the remnants and debris of the ship that they missed. So missing the ship saved their lives, and they got to this country.
So you grew up down the fort, so you probably spent a lot of time on Pavilion Beach as a kid, right?
Pavilion Beach. I can tell you a story. Pavilion Beach was full of, they used to be full of small herons, small fish. It was summertime, and I'd go home, I'd put on my bathing suit, get my mother's colander, and go and scoop up all the fish, a small little heron, about 1.5 inches each. And my mother would fry them in eggs, and what you call it, I loved it.
They crossed the ocean separately, escaping Russian rule. He an older blacksmith, she a lovesick fool. They married Christmas Eve and lived on Langsford Street. Matti worked the quarries so the two of them could eat. He quickly learned the language and taught some to his bride. When she'd greet him, "Welcome home," his heart would swell with pride.
If you've ever been on the water, at nighttime, daytime, there's some kind of something in the air that, it's real clean and it's breathable, and the scenery that in the morning. I know we used to steam from Gloucester to Boston. We used to leave in the dark. As we're approaching Boston, we turn around, see this big orange ball coming out of the water. It was like God was being born.
It'd just come up instantly. It's like the fog. The fog would come in instantly. And you didn't know where you were. You couldn't see anything for miles. There's the ship out there, and you're in here, mile and a half away. If nobody was all on board, and he'd start a search.
It became a rather suspenseful competition as Joe and Bill rounded the corner and got down to Rocky Neck Avenue, the causeway by today's parking lot. It was pretty much neck and neck with Bill on his bicycle and Joe hobbling along on crutches. And then at the very last minute, Joe turned on the speed and pulled ahead and won the race. So this was quite a remarkable happening, and this story was referred to and retold many, many times.
We're honored to be able to restore his original maquette. The conservation is a very specialized type of work. The most important thing is to use all the original parts in the conservation. That's what we try to preserve, but the oarsman is missing one arm and a hand, and some pieces we'll have to tediously put back together by looking at a historic picture of the complete first-generation cast. The strength of the piece is in its motion and the rendering of the water. You get the sense that the oarsman is captured in a big wave. It's a whole story, just totally iconic.
Two, three, four. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to Gloucester. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.